Grand Rising Heathens. Y'all know where I'm at. I'm over at STEM Academy this good morning. Stefan, where you at, Stefan? Nah, Stefan, he cool. Yeah, y'all. I don't know, y'all. Was that that social media influencer, that last video I posted, was she a transgender, ladies and gentlemen? You can't tell anymore, y'all. You know what I mean? That's why they were saying some of these sisters got to go back to natural, their natural beauty. Because for real, is that a transgender? You feel me? Allegedly, that's just what she looked like, or he. You understand me? But she was on her social media site blaspheming brothers. She was wishing all brothers die, and then she ended up getting demised on her own words. See, the words are powerful. You gotta watch the words that come out of your mouth, y'all. Think before y'all talk, y'all. Stop blaspheming people if y'all ain't got no facts. And like I said, you might have been a transgender. You know what I mean? Because that's damn sure what you look like. With all that costume makeup on. Shit. Niggas don't be knowing. That's how they say most of them transgenders be getting slumped, right? Because they don't be telling the motherfuckers they talking to they used to be men. Or that they are men. Yeah. So you see a lot of that, y'all. Of them transgenders getting slumped. Simple fact. Motherfuckers don't know if they motherfucking men or women. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't be knowing, man. But we let's listen into the full arraignment of Kelli Bryant, arraignment in Pontiac. The woman that got arrested for abandoning her 3 kids. Let's listen in, y'all. Let's listen in to the judge. See what the judge got to say.
Bryant matter. For the record, Ms. Carragano, you've had an opportunity to go into a private confidential breakout room to confer with your client regarding the charges in this matter. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
And are you waiving the reading of the general information and complaint this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, waive reading, stand mute, ask the judge to not guilty plea on her behalf. I did advise her of the nature of the offenses, the maximum possible penalties, as well as gave her basic constitutional rights.
All right, this matter is hereby assigned to Honorable Judge Cynthia Walker. She will be back before her on for a probable cause conference March 4th, 2025, for a probable cause conference with an exam date set for March 11th, 2025. Ms. Bryant, that exam date is a tentative date depending upon everyone's schedule, but by the court rule, we have to set a date to keep it going. That will be at 9 o'clock. The PCC, the probable cause conference, is at 1:30. Of course, if you're unable to retain an attorney, and a court-appointed attorney will be provided for you to help you navigate and communicate before Judge Walker on your next court date in this matter. Pretrial services relative to bond. Before the record, Ms. Carragano, are you in receipt of the pretrial services report bail recommendation in this matter?
Your Honor, and I did discuss it with my client.
Okay, all right.
I am, yes.
Okay, and have you read and reviewed that?
I I did do that in the breakout room, Your Honor. Sorry, there's a lot of feedback, I think, from the jail screen. I think that's our problem. Right
Yeah,
now.
our problem is
Yes,
from the
I
jail
did review it,
screen.
and I talked to her.
Okay, all right, so they're recommending release with conditions in this matter. So we're going to go from there. We have the PCC date. I'm going to have you speak to bond, and then I'll make my decision as to bond. And I'll also have the prosecution speak to bond. Ms. Karagango, you're asking the court to accept the recommendation as provided by pretrial services.
I am, Your Honor. MCR 6.106, if you go through those conditions, provide that a personal recognizance bond with any conditions should be provided unless Ms. Bryant fell under some of the very specified exceptions to a personal bond that are listed. The court can also provide a cash bond if the court finds that Ms. Bryant is either a risk to the community or a flight risk. This particular case is serious, and we're not denying that it's a very serious case. However, I don't believe that the facts and circumstances of the case give any indication that Ms. Bryant is a risk to the community at large. In addition to that, there is no indication that Ms. Bryant is a flight risk. She's a lifelong resident of the county. She was residing within the city limits of this community. She, was employed, and she has ties to the community. In speaking to her, she also is asking that the court consider a tether, which could be part of a bond if the people had any concerns that she posed a flight risk. I do think, the recommendation from pretrial services is in line with the Michigan court rules, understanding that it is a very serious offense. But the court rules are what they are, and they do provide that Ms. Bryant should be released on a personal bond with conditions, so that's what I'm asking the court to do.
Ms. Green, would you like to address the court regarding bond in this matter?
Thank you, Your Honor. I didn't have the opportunity to look at the pretrial services report. I know, Your Honor, where to facts yesterday, and that those are fresh in your
One moment,
mind, so
please. I'm going to mute the jail. Camera. And go ahead, Ms. Green.
She in jail, y'all.
Thank you. I did have the opportunity to review the pretrial
She
services
in custody, y'all. She don't got no wig on, no makeup, no eyelashes, and none of that shit.
yesterday.
Google the picture, y'all. Or go to click on Detroit on YouTube, and you'll see her, y'all.
Regarding MCR 6.106, to the extent
Who
that
is this
you do
mofo?
not deny them, but this court has the authority to put in place a high cash bond with conditions, and I believe that it appears that Ms. Bryant is not employed, and that her resident status may be transient. So I consider her, and I think that the facts of this case portray her as a potential flight risk, and that there are 3 victims in this case that she...
Listen up. If you've been injured in a recent car accident, what you do next can make your...
Yeah, y'all go on click on Detroit on YouTube. Y'all be able to listen to the Zoom in meeting of her trial, her little arraignment. ASAP. What's going on over here?
prohibited from having contact with. So I'd ask that the court add a specific no contact provision as it relates to the 3 minor victims in this case. And if the court would like me to go on, I can.
No. What I found very suspicious in the report for pretrial services, there's 2 different addresses given to her. So I agree with you, Ms. Green, that one could opine that she's transient. She's from here, she's from there. We don't know where she resides. I do find her an acute risk and danger to the community and to any minor children under the age of 18, let alone the 3 minor children that she is a mother to. With that in mind, I agree with Ms. Karagango. I cannot deny her bond. That is, of course, my first knee-jerk reaction was to deny her bond. However, because I find her acute danger, I find her a continued danger to the children. My main concern is I don't know who, if anyone, that the children have been given to. If it is a family member, I'm concerned that she still may have contact with the family member from the jail with instructions to continue to engage in fear tactics to forbid the children from cooperating with authorities in their continued investigation in this matter. For that reason alone, I'm giving her a $250 million bond in this matter. Cash only.
I hear that.
The other aspects, should she post said bond, she is not to have any contact with these children by family members, third-party agents, or friends. So, Ms. Bryant, I want you to understand, any phone calls from the jail, should you're unable to post this bond, is recorded. Should the court find out that you are sending messages to engage in further fear tactics and intimidation of the children, your phone privileges will be removed. You're not to have, in fact, any contact, should you post this bond, with any children under the age of 18. In this matter, if you post this bond, you should be supervised by pretrial services, no alcohol or drugs, no weapons or firearms, and a GPS tether with a verified address, because I'm concerned pretrial services has indicated 2 different reported addresses for you. I don't believe anyone knows where you have been staying, madam. There's no consistent history. Anything further regarding the bond, Ms. Caragongo, Ms. Green?
Just ever so briefly, they had no issues finding my client to arrest her. So I just want the record to be clear on that.
Ms. Green?
Your Honor, you have before you information that the defendant has been lying about her whereabouts, the whereabouts regarding what she was telling where the children were. So you have a lot in this record in terms of inconsistencies with her location and the information that she's given to put in place this high cash bond.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for your cooperation in this matter. Ms. Bryant, you are thanked and excused from the camera. Ms. Caragongo, Ms. Green, thank you so much. Pretrial service, thank you so much. Ma'am, can you get up and let the deputies know we're ready for the next defendant? Thank you.
Very much.
250 million cash bond. Understand me? 250 cash bond. But let's go to that other story with the other young lady that looked like a transgender that got X'd out for wishing that all black men died. We'll go to that video for y'all so y'all can get the full story on that situation. Alright. If I keep it on that. Hold on, y'all.
I'm so sick of black and pulling next bitches and treating them like they didn't win the lottery. Like, bitch, are you serious? Are you serious? I could have been a white guy right now, but I was your black, your little struggling black, your little disenfranchised black, your little where's my stimulus check black, mother chicken eating, mother watermelon sucking, Kool-Aid drinking black. My barber is my king black. I didn't pay my child support black. I hope I don't get evicted on the 5th of the month black. Man, I'm sick of man. I don't give a hey yo, cancel me for real. I can't stand black men.
Karen Dunlap, also known as the Nude Queen, aged 30, was a social media influencer who went viral for all sort of negative things.
Honestly, I'm pressure. Any girls who don't like me are not pressure. And if you can't bag me, it's because I have better pressure.
One of her videos showed her talking about black men in a very poor light. She was also seen sending a black man out of her apartment after she claimed he didn't perform as expected during their intimate bedroom workout session. Unfortunately, she was found dead in an abandoned house in Cleveland, Ohio, a state far away from her Baltimore home. She was said to be chasing the reality show Baddies Midwest to different states for the hope of being auditioned.
So, one person will not be continuing on and joining us to the next city.
What could have caused her death? Who could have caused her death, and why is her family convinced that someone was out there to hurt her even when police said otherwise?
I will stake my life that the toxicology is going to come back, that she did not have any hard drugs in her system.
Let's find out more about this story. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories.
I am not a trophy wife. I'm not what you flaunt around, okay? As soon as you have me on your arm, the attention is completely away from you. So you gotta be like an A$AP Rocky type guy and just be content with your level of spotlight, because baby, I am the star. I'm the star by myself. I'm the star with anyone that I date. I'm the star. And that's okay. That's okay. Because I fuck the shit out of background characters every day. Last night was a fucking movie. And my titties are so big.
Karen Raina Dunlap, affectionately known as Raina or the Nude Queen, was born on May 7, 1994, to Kenneth E. Dunlap Jr. and Karen Walker. Raina grew up in Buttonsville, Maryland. She seemed like a young girl who had everything going well for her in life. She was an AP honors student throughout her school years, attending Greencastle Elementary School, Benjamin Banneker Middle School, and graduating with honors from Paint Branch High School. Things started going left for her after she dropped out of University of Maryland College Park. She decided to go into more sexual things.
I don't give a single. I am the baddest and you motherfuckers know it. I'm a little with some big ass titties. Little anime with some bad ass with some big lips and a pretty face and some pretty skin and a killer face. I think I said that. I really was freestyling, but y'all, I am bad as shit. I can't. I think I'm a freak because I'm so fucking sexy.
For some unknown reason, Raina, who is considered a black lady, descended on black people. She would do and say all sort of negative things.
She in the club there and naked, y'all.
Was when she sent a man out of her apartment for not cleaning her sexy office thoroughly, which in turn made her very unsatisfied during their bedroom escapade. She posted a video of her sending him out of her house after their rumble. She also went online to ramble about black men in particular in this video for some unknown reasons.
Black men. Black men. Oh, wait, let me specify even more. Brown skin and dark skin men, cause y'all pull a little bad light skin who y'all gonna make real pretty kids with, and then you treat her like shit. Are you serious? You could have had a little dirty dark ass bitch for all that. Do all that. Like, have her. Like, let that be your thing. I'm so sick of black and pulling next bitches and treating them like they didn't win the lottery. Like, bitch, are you serious? Are you serious? I could have been a white guy right now, but I was your black. Your little struggling black. Your little disenfranchised black. Your little where's my stimulus check black. Chicken eating. Watermelon sucking. Kool-Aid drinking black. My barber is my king black. I didn't pay my child support, black ass. I hope I don't get evicted on the 5th of the month, black ass. Man, I'm sick of man. I don't give a Hey, yo, cancel me for real. I can't stand black men. And I want y'all to know that with my full heart. With my full chest. Ain't it? Like, chill, like, stay where the you are. I see why society treats you like shit. And Trump was on to something, but y'all black asses couldn't get it. So, yeah, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done acting like I'm one of y'all, man. Shit. Y'all black asses can kiss my little pretty light-skinned mixed ass.
Fast forward to late 2024, she kept posting a lot of content that we can't post on here. It was mainly for the purpose of gaining more followers. She loved posting herself online. She loved to reveal herself a lot. Here are a couple of her videos which we can safely post on here.
Honestly, I'm pressure. Any girls who don't like me are not pressure. And if you can't bag me, it's because I have better pressure.
She would travel from Baltimore to Cleveland, Ohio sometimes in November for reasons unknown, but it is speculated that she tried to audition for the reality show Baddies Midwest. So she followed them to Cleveland, Ohio with the hopes of being able to get on the show. After Raina got to the city, she partied around and she was seen around town for a while, but she later went silent but kept posting very weird things on Twitter where she had a decent amount of followers. One of the posts reads, "Everything that has tried me is dead or in the process of dying. What you don't get about a second Jesus announcement." Another one of her posts reads, "I recognize when someone is trying to kill me because it only comes in the form of attempts. My God is flawless at it." A lot of all other weird messages was seen on her timeline, making her family worry if she was the person actually behind those posts. Her mother got a message that she was having a mental breakdown but wasn't able to get hold of her on the phone. Her family eventually reported her missing and police took it from there. Her sister went online to ask people for help.
Hi everyone, so this is a TikTok call to action, TikTok call to help, whatever. I really need you guys' help. I think something really bad happened to my sister. Her name is Raina. She has a big following on Twitter. She has about 87,000 followers on Twitter under the NUDE Queen. I'm just looking for anybody that has been in contact with her or that has heard from her in the past month. It's very, very important. Because something bad has happened to her, and we're trying to figure out what happened. If anybody knows anything, please message me and let me know. I'm really counting on you guys. I know that this app is going to get deleted tomorrow, but please, if anybody has any information, can let me know, please. I would really appreciate it. Please just message me on here so we can find out. Thank you.
On January 16th, 3 months after she flew from Maryland to Cleveland for the audition, she was eventually found dead by police in an abandoned house in Cleveland. It was a very sad and emotional day for everyone who knew her.
Tonight, the family of a Prince George's County woman is desperate for answers. Karen Dunlap, a popular social media influencer, left home last fall on a trip to Ohio, but she never returned home. Investigators found her body in Cleveland a week and a half ago, but they have no clues on what happened to her. Our Alexis Wainwright talked to her mother and sister in an interview that you'll only see right here.
It's been almost a month now and still no clear answers why Karen Dunlap went to Cleveland, who she was with, and how she got there. But these flyers still going around in hopes of finding out that information.
It's horrible. I feel like somebody kicked a hole through my soul, and the biggest part of my heart is gone.
Karen Jones fights back tears as she talks about her daughter, 30-year-old Karen Dunlap, who also went by Raina.
She is my firstborn. I loved her dearly, and it's just, the pain is unimaginable. The worst is just not knowing.
Her daughter, who lives in College Park, Maryland, was found dead with none of her belongings and in an abandoned building in Cleveland, Ohio, January 18th.
You might not realize that you could qualify for disability benefits.
I tell all you baddies, don't be on social media posting yourself down there naked. Cause you don't know who watching these social media pages, yo. You can have stalkers, motherfuckers that escape from the prisons from different countries. That's here. As Trump would say, they let them out of them insane mental hospitals. Yeah, you sisters gotta stop that shit.
The smoke was in November with Raina. She was on campus.
I'm so sick.
Months after she flew from Maryland to Cleveland for the audition, she was eventually found dead by police in an abandoned house in Cleveland. It was a very sad and emotional day for everyone who knew her.
Tonight, the family of a Prince George's County woman is desperate for answers. Karen Dunlap, a popular social media influencer, left home last fall on a trip to Ohio, but she never returned home. Investigators found her body in Cleveland a week and a half ago, but they have no clues on what happened to her. Our Alexis Wainwright talked to her mother and sister in an interview that you'll only see right here.
It's been almost a month now and still no clear answers why Karen Dunlap went to Cleveland, who she was with, and how she got there. But these flyers still going around in hopes of finding out that information.
It's horrible. I feel like somebody kicked a hole through my soul, and the biggest part of my heart is gone.
Karen Jones fights back tears as she talks about her daughter, 30-year-old Karen Dunlap, who also went by Raina.
She is my firstborn. I loved her dearly, and it's just, the pain is unimaginable. The worst is just not knowing.
Her daughter, who lives in College Park, Maryland, was found dead with none of her belongings and in an abandoned building in Cleveland, Ohio, January 18th.
I can't really even function that well knowing that I don't know how my own big sister died.
Her family says they don't know why she was in Cleveland. They wonder if she may have gone to audition for Baddies Midwest, a reality show she was a fan of, but they don't know. The last time they spoke was in November.
With Raina, she was always in and out, so it wasn't like we talked to her all the time. We just always expected she's going to be okay.
But she was still active on social media up until the new year and went silent on New Year's Day. So her family went to Cleveland in hopes of finding out more. But they didn't get any new information and are still waiting on a toxicology report from her autopsy to give them answers on what happened.
We know that she was shopping there. We went to some of the places that she shopped. We put up flyers. We talked to a few people who, at least two, that said that they did recognize her and they did see her in the area, that she looked perfectly fine, but just no answers as to what took her to Cleveland.
And as days go by, they're encouraging anyone with any bit of information to come forward.
If anyone saw her, if anyone talked to her while she was there, but also very important with her time here from late October, early November, until she was actually verified in Cleveland. If anybody saw her in College Park area.
Police believed she died from overdose, but her mother was quick to post on social media disputing that account.
More questions than answers surrounding the death of a social media influencer. Her body found in an abandoned home in Cleveland. The victim's family wondering why the 30-year-old from Baltimore was in Cleveland and what caused her death. Michelle Nix has the story tonight.
She loved being around people. She loved being the center of attention. She just wanted to be a positive or negative force in people's lives.
Influencer Arraigned Dunlap had tens of thousands of social media followers and knew how to get attention.
She also was very controversial, and I know a lot of people say, well, she said negative things.
Rena was chasing her lifelong dream of being famous, hoping to one day land a gig on the reality show Baddies Midwest. But her dreams tragically ended when she was found dead inside of an abandoned home on Francis Avenue in Cleveland. Her family puzzled, wondering why she was in Cleveland in the first place. Her mother, Karen Jones.
Why was she in Cleveland? We don't have any connection to Cleveland at all. And we didn't know why. We didn't even know she was out of the state of Maryland.
Her family traveled here saying the petite 30-year-old hair and nails were done when her body was found. But she was dressed in large, uncharacteristic clothing, and detectives told the family there was no obvious signs of trauma.
They suspected that it was an overdose. I said, my daughter's never used hard drugs in my life. Talk to anybody.